Welcome to the Suicide Monk, and I'm your host, and my name is Britton. I am not going to be posting a video this week. My last video of the season is, or my last podcast of the season is my post-psilocybin journey, which obviously is good news because I'm still here. So I had my friend, my pastor, and my mentor for the last 30 years is the one that's going to be doing the interview. It's been kind of long, but it's really good. I think I haven't edited it yet, but I do know the story. So there's hope in there. There's a lot of hope for people like me, for those of you that struggle in the same ways that I have, or even with just suicide ideology. There's hope. I didn't know there was hope. I didn't know that there was purpose. I didn't know there was. I didn't understand why people wanted to live. So many things, so many good things coming in the future. I have new changes coming with the podcast. I don't know what those exactly look like right now, but they are on the table to be worked on, and so this thing can move forward in a more professional way. I've been trying to hone that this year, and I did okay. This is a learning process. This is not my forte. This is not something I ever thought I would do. So this was never on the table for me to really consider, like public speaking or podcasting or interviewing or any of this. I'm a general laborer of things and jack of all trades. So great at nothing, good at a lot. So that's probably not true. I'm probably great at something. I just haven't figured it out yet. So always, the hopes of the future. I'm also thinking about doing some live stuff, Q&A stuff that involves some of the audience. If you want to give some feedback on that, that would be great. If that's something you're interested in, I would welcome it, I think. This has been a harder season for me because I feel good, and I've never felt good, not this good. And so now I just want to enjoy it, but I can't because that's not my nature. It's not, I'm going to enjoy it in a different way, I should say. I don't think I would enjoy it the way I think I would by not doing something like this anymore, not involving myself in mental health or caring about people or caring for people or walking with people. I don't think I would. I think it's a lie that that I would be content. So that's been one of my struggles this season. But that this is about that. This is about being raw and honest, and nobody wants the glory of being the suicide person. So I've had some ridicule in that area for that particular thing, and I thought about it, and I was like, this is not a place you want to be known as. This is not ideal. This is not what I just don't want. I mean, I've lost many job applications because of this. So, because this is the forefront of what I do, and companies overlook me because of the suicide part. And I did that intentionally, not knowing the effects it might have on me because I wasn't concerned about those effects. I wasn't planning on being here. So there is that. And now I've got new things that I got to navigate, and new issues and new problems, ones that I created that I didn't see coming with all of this. So that's interesting. That's, it's an honor. It's a privilege. I'm glad I get to navigate it. I mean, I dug the hole. So how do I build the foundation to get where I need to be? That's that's what's on the table, and that's where I'm at right now. In the next 5 months will determine the trajectory of my path, I think, at least in some portion. I'm working on my mental health, my physical health, my spiritual health, doing meditation, yoga, physical exercise, then nutrition, learning about nutrition. So that's going to take me a little while and figure out what I like. And I get to land in one spot for a few months. So that's going to give me opportunity to learn about me and what I'm capable of, and really delving into some of the harder things that I've never done because of depression, because of lack of life, because of, yeah. So, but yeah, just thinking about that, just considering the live as an open discussion with people about suicide. Um, Again, this is not my forte, so doing this kind of thing is new to me. It's uncomfortable. Um, I it's fearful in a way, not too bad, but I face that on a pretty regular basis of the consequences of the things I chose prior to living. Um, I was going to die, so I kind of flipped off the world and built a platform on suicide, and I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't change that. I am grateful for the audacity and tenacious nature that I have sometimes. It's more of a, gosh, what is it? It's just it's an abrasiveness towards society, towards the rules of society as a whole. It's not that I live my life that way. It's just I'm like anybody else. I hate being told what to do, and being shut down for so long with suicide ideology and not being able to talk about that, and giving silence the strength that I've given it, and even the voices that shut me down, I've given them power, and no longer. So yeah, I can't wait to see what the next 5 months bring. The live is on my table. Let me know what you think about that. The final episode of this season will be my story, will be my post journey of psilocybin and what it did for me. And then we've got some good interviews coming up this next season. It'll start in January sometime, probably mid-January. I'm going to take the month of December off. I have put my heart, soul, finances, everything I have into this, and I need to regroup and hopefully maybe find some help in this. But if not, just really figure out what I need to do to maintain myself, be the best I can be for myself. I've never been in this position. I've never had this opportunity. I've never thought this way. So this is all new. I'm not saying I'm walking away or not going to do this or not going to walk with people, or I just don't know what that looks like right now. And that's a great thing, because now I get to navigate some of these difficult things that I never have before. Like I've never had purpose and goals, and never had a vigor for life. So now this is a new season and a new beginning of life that I don't quite understand. Um, I'm looking forward to it. I know it's hard. I know it's going to be hard. I've done a lot of work, a lot of post work from my journey. I've done every day in meditation of some sort, in prayer of some sort, in physical activity, in motivation, in smiling, in giving back this beautiful thing that has been given me. And for the first time in my life, I was told that I'm too positive. I was like, well, I'm not sure if I should be offended, but I think it's a great compliment. Um, so yeah, this is just where I'm at, mentally, physically getting better. I've let my health go over the last year and a half, and so I'm really making up for that. I wanted to show you guys my little emblem. Didn't want him to be left out. Um, so yeah, that's kind of the direction as of right now. I'll do some updates through December. I might do some live stuff through December. That's been again, it's been on my mind. It's been weighing on my heart for since the last season, since I don't know, mid-season of possibility, but I'm just not. I'm kind of an introvert. I'm also extrovert, but this is a place where I'm exposing myself to the world. So this is not necessarily the place I want to do that. But it is the place that I might have to do that in certain ways. And, there's a lot of these sick trolls out there that, you know who you are. You're just, you feed on people's misery. And that's a shame because you're just as miserable. But I guess those are new challenges to face and be aware of and figure out. So, to all you trolls, I don't have anything. But to all of you that are like me, that are coming up on Thanksgiving in America, some people feel, I don't know, disgusted by this holiday in America. Some people love it. The history behind it has not been pleasant, and those are the things that have been accident in the last several years, per se. But I have an appreciation for this country. I have appreciation for the people that are in this country. I have appreciation for the diversity that's in this country, for the people that fight for this country, for those that give their lives for this country, that have given so much for us to even be able to talk like this, to have freedom of speech and not be controlled by it, and to give people like me the ability to have the opportunity to speak. Our military, a lot of us don't agree with war, and that's okay. Soldiers don't necessarily agree with war either. Ask them after the fact. It's an ugly place, and they suffer greatly for it, for the things and the service they give our country. So just ask that as you go into these holidays, you just recognize these men and women that fought for you to be here. Whether you like it or not, you have the ability to pretty much say what you want and be who you want, and without ridicule. And you know what? You get ridicule, and that's part of it, and that's the freedom, and that's okay. Not all of it's good, not all of it's bad. It has given people like me to have a voice in such a dark place and a dark time. And then we have soldiers out there that have grown up just like normal citizens. And then you add military on that, and the rigorous and enormous responsibility that's put on them as young men and women to give their lives for this country and fight for it. And they're still fighting for us even after the fact, and they're still fighting that battle even when they come home. So as you go out in the holidays, recognize these people, thank them, hug them. If you truly knew what some of these people have done for you and me, and the peace we get to watch football and baseball and soap operas and opportunity, just be grateful. So with that, it is going to be a great holiday. It's going to be wonderful and beautiful and difficult and hard and lonely, but it's going to be far more than I think I've probably ever experienced before. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll think about a live on Thanksgiving. I will post something on social media, I guess. As that comes about, probably, well, today's Tuesday, so tomorrow I'll post something after this to see if there's any response. This will come out in the morning. And if there's not, I probably won't go live. So if there's just one of you that wants to hang out and talk from like 1 to 2 Mountain Time in the U.S., I welcome it. And that'd be on Thursday. Be between 12 and 1. I'll post that for sure. But I would imagine it's going to be 1 o'clock on Thursday. I will go live on YouTube at the Suicide Monk 07. So join me there if you want to hang out, listen, talk, have any questions, want to talk shit, whatever, just let me know. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the good side. Thanks for joining me on the Suicide Monk. Peace.